was your day?
Bloody shambles, of course. Someone should blow Ronald McDonald up.
Oh, Ted, what happened?
I was driving down Elizabeth Street, quietly shouting at a Tirana full of nuns, when all of a sudden there's lights and cameras everywhere and Ronald McDonald shooting over me bonnet and the Hamburglar with his nose jammed up me grill.
Is Ronald all right?
Of course he's not all right. He wears lipstick. And his voice hasn't dropped. Something very strange about that bloke, Phil. He skips, you know.
Oh, he's a clown.
Clown? He's a bloody idiot. What sort of dong would skip around through peak hour traffic?
What happened?
Well, this punsy executive with a blow-wave moustache rushes out and says, "This is no ordinary clown. This man is a trademark." I said, "Well, now he's got a tyre mark." And by the way he's trembling, quite a big skid mark. That shut him up.
Ted, I hope you don't mind me asking.
What?
What's in the box?
Oh, that's a surprise.
Oh, Ted, is it a candles on the cake surprise?
No,
Don't tell me. Let me guess. Is it a close my eyes while you drape something furry and dead round my shoulders surprise?
No, woman.
Don't tell me. Is it a close my eyes and ring Breacher again and a rush over his nut because you'll never believe it's surprise?
No.
Well, what is it?
It's a present.
Oh, Ted. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, I don't know, Phil. I reckon I deserved it.
Oh, it's for you.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't buy it for that mad actor bloke that lives down the road.
No, well, I was thinking...
No, I wouldn't buy it for him. He reckons that fruit bats poop in his pool. Well, I reckon charity begins at home, and as I'm at home now, charity has begun. So, follow me.
Ted, what is it? What have you got?
I'll give you a clue, Phil. It's something I've always needed.
Something you've always... Oh, is it anything to do with a transplant?
No.
What is it?
It's a special chair for me.
Gosh. Can I plug it in?
No. It's one of those old-fashioned chairs you used to have when I was a kid.
Oh, with a hole in the middle.
No, woman. It's a rocking chair. Look.
Oh, Ted. Oh, Ted, it's all broken. Oh. Australia Post must be training for Christmas already.
It's not broken, it's just knocked down.
Oh, certainly knocked down, Ted. What knocked it down? The Southern Aurora? I made a joke, Ted. Oh, I must write to Mike Walsh and explain it to him.
Will you knock off the laughing woman? If anyone's funny in this house, I am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, to your dim female brain, this probably looks like kindling from the wreck of a train or something. But to my large, fully muscled bloke's brain, I can see it's only a jiffy away from being a magnificent rocking chair.
Oh, I see. So you just stick it all together?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the engine?
It doesn't have an engine.
Well, it must have an engine. It's got a steering wheel.
God, it's hard. It doesn't have a wheel, woman.
Well, what's this?
Did you leave your brains behind in the shower this morning, Phil? God knows everyone knows what a wheel looks like.
Well, what's this?
That, Thelma, is what we engineers know as a round thing with spokes in it. Any fool can see it's an integral part of the mechanics of a rocking chair.
What's it do?
I don't know. I haven't built the bloody thing yet.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Get knotted.
You too.
Thelma, I got it at a joint called Get Knotted Pine Furniture for the handyman.
Oh, I see. Oh, but Ted, we haven't got a handyman. We've only got you.
Blake in the shop said all I'd need to be a screwdriver, and as usual, he's completely wrong. It's going to need some fine adjustments. I'm going to have to use the circular saw.
Ted, you promised that ambulance driver you'd never use that again.
I'm going to have to. Because, you see, this wheel needs cutting in half. I don't know why I always get the kits made during the staff Christmas party.
Are you sure, Ted?
Yeah, you had to put it in 2 halves for each of the rockers, you see. Now I'm going to have to lock up the dogs and start up the saw.
Well, let's get the Band-Aids. Oh, there must be someone ringing from outside because you can't ring it from the inside.
G'day, Mrs. Bird.
Oh, hello, Bruno. Did you see anyone waiting out there?
No, why?
Oh, that's very strange. There must have been someone there because I heard the bell go.
It was me, Mrs. B. Come on.
Oh, Bruno, you don't have to ring the bell. You're family.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to bits. What's this?
Oh, it's a rocking chair.
Yeah, but who knocked it down? I mean... Oh, don't tell me. Where's old Grumblebum? Oh, he's not playing with that again, is he? You call the ambulance and I'll make up the tourniquet.
I was just getting the Band-Aid.
And some aspirins, and don't forget the smelling salts.
What for?
Me, I can't stand the sight of blood.
Oh.
Hang on, Tettles, I'll help you find your fingers.
Very funny, Mr. Smarty Sardine Sucker.
Why have you cut the wheel in half?
It's obviously you eye-to-eyes don't know anything about building. I mean, look at your Roman Colosseum. It still isn't finished.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a hand.
Get your greasy fish shop fingers off that. Go on.
All right.
Now, let's see. If this bit should go there once I cut 6 inches off it. I reckon that'll be just about...
Turtles, you'll never get a rocking chair out of that.
Bull, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so do I, and I'll bet you can't make a rocking chair out of it.
Why not?
Because the instructions say that it's a spinning wheel.
Bloody
I'm home.
Hello, Craig.
Shut up.
Oh, no, you're not trying to put one of these together, are you?
Yeah, why?
Well, a friend of mine had one. It ended up costing him a fortune when he gave it back to the shopkeeper.
Why?
He chucked it through the window.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. It'd be easier to get Don Lane to go back to America.
What? Why'd you buy it?
I didn't buy the bloody thing. Dad bought it.
Oh, let him put it together then.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you? He has trouble opening a matchbox.
Now, Craig, that is not true. The only thing your father has trouble with is his comb.
You're forgetting rubber bands.
Ah, but that's not his fault, Greet. He's allergic to rubber bands. Anyway, he hasn't had time to put this rocking wheel together. He was up all night doing his income tax returns.
Oh, no, not again. Why doesn't he get an accountant to do it?
He doesn't trust accountants, Greet. He says they don't let you get a word in edgeways, and apart from that, they're scuts, because they can add up in their heads without moving their lips.
I don't know why Dad bothers. He never gets anywhere with the tax department. You know, last year, all he got back was a dirty handkerchief.
What?
Oh, he somehow or other managed to staple it to his group certificate.
Yes, it is, Greet. They had stolen his train fare out of the corner of it. Oh, but this year he says he's got them. He was up all night working it out. He kept waking me up. Thelma, what's 2.5% of 100? Thelma, what's $453.27 divided by Medibank? Thelma, which drawer do you keep the spouse in?
Oh, that'll be Bruno.
Is he all right, dear? He sounds like he's got a cold.
He's fine, Mum. Look, I've got to go now. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye, dear. Love to Bruno. Oh, she's a nice girl, your sister, but gosh, she can talk. Oh, chop time. Somewhere over the chump chops, onions fried.
Hello, I'm home.
Oh, hello, dear. How was your day?
Bloody shambles, of course. Someone should blow nuns up.
What's happened now?
Had to park outside that Catholic school again because that snotty little surfy in his porno panel van had pinched me spot under the throaty sign.
Oh, well, did everything go all right?
No, it did not. He caught me letting his tyres down. And what with hiding in the gents, I missed me train home.
Oh, well, all's well that ends well.
All's not well, Thelma. I get off the train again tonight to be greeted by this unspeakable mess.
Ted, you didn't treat in it.
Not that sort of a mess, Thelma. I get over to me car to find these sweaty little bonsai bishops had tied the guy rope of their hiking tent around me tow bar, taken the glad wrap off and everything.
What did you do?
Jumped in and drove off. Jeez, it was funny. 6 pimply little Damians with their heads poking out of their sleeping bags, all perving on a Playboy. Dirty little dykes. No wonder they have kids by their thousands everywhere.
Oh, Ted, you didn't.
Of course I did. Of course then that grotted nun keeps swooping down out of a bell tower and swearing at me in Catholic. She jumped on the tent and tried to stop me.
Oh, she didn't.
Too right she did. She must be a stunt nun, Phil. Then the lights turned green and I was off like a rocket. Funny thing about nuns, they're like cats. They always land on their feet. Where's me paper?
In the lounge.
Oh. Pushy nuns. So the score now reads Bullpit 1, none's none. Hey, my paper, I believe.
Oh, Dad.
Don't you dad me, boy. I'm your father. You're no son of mine.
What am I then?
You're a tax deduction that's non-self-supporting.
What's that supposed to mean?
Go out and get a job, but don't tell the tax department.
I'm studying for a job. That's why I'm at uni.
When I was a boy, we were too poor to study. We were too poor to have any books. I was so poor, all I could do was read the labels on my mum's plum jam.
What'd it say?
Plum, of course. Are you stupid or something? No wonder your doctors can't write prescriptions. Have you finished that wheel thing yet?
No, it's impossible.
Bull! I got it off to a flying start.
You cut it in half.
Only once. Now go on, get it fixed up so your mother can start spinning a blanket for Neville.
Dad, Neville is a concrete garden aboriginal. He doesn't need a blanket.
Where's the doorbell, Phil?
Oh, can't be me, Ted. I'm in the kitchen.
Answer the door, woman.
You answer it.
Oh, fair go, Phil. I haven't read Mandrake yet. I'll get it. So you bloody should.
Hello, Craig.
Ah, Sister Maria, how are you?
Ripper, thanks.
Come in.
Bless you, Cobber. Mr. Bullpit,
Pickle me grandmother, it's the swooping nun.
will you please give me back a certain tent?
What's wrong with the one you're wearing?
Mr. Bullpit, I am not normally a violent nun. Now, I will ask you one more time. Please give us back our tent, or I'll flatten you.
You wouldn't dare.
Now, everyone just calm down. I'll go and get it.
Bless you, Cobber.
Ted, you left your beer and... Oh, Sister Maria, hello. Would you care for a drink?
Oh, thank you, Thelma. Cheers.
Phil, she's drinking out of my tankard.
Oh, well, there's only one way to settle this.
Well, what?
You go in the kitchen and get a glass for yourself.
Bloody woman.
Did you get your tent back?
Yes, thank you, Thelma. Craig's getting it for
Oh,
me.
that's good.
Crikey, what's that?
Oh, that's Ted's hobby. You know, the whole family is helping to assemble a spinning wheel.
Oh, dear, I wish you'd asked me first, Thelma. The church has institutions full of people who tried to do that. Poor tormented souls.
where shall I put the tent, Sister Maria?
Just a minute. Ted!
What?
I would like you to drive Sister Maria and her tent back to the school.
I'll do better than that.
What?
Right, you out of my house, hop onto this and fly back into your belfry.
Right, now we're organised. No wonder you couldn't put the thing together. Half the pieces were under the couch.
Don't get smart with me, Wog.
Right, that's it. I'm walking off the job.
But you can't walk off. I've already paid you. I've already paid you money to stay and do it.
You can stick your money. I'm not doing it.
Well, what else would you do? Go home and talk with your wife?
Yeah, I suppose you got a point.
Right. Well, now, if Thelma walks in, I'm the one that's doing it and you're watching me.
Yeah.
Right.
Just give us the instructions.
No. I'll read it. I've got to hold something.
All right, we'll read them from the top of the page this time.
All right. Here we go.
Right.
The spinning wheel as we know it today was invented by King Herod the Limp on a wet Sunday afternoon in 400 BC.
Just read the bloody instructions.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. It was Galileo who discovered that the spinning wheel could also be used as a mating decoy for the vicious Siberian hunting duck.
Siberian hunting duck.
Look, I'm the one that's got to read it.
Well, read it from the bit that says step 1.
Right. All right. Load your hammer, here we go. Place the drilled end of the leather, rough side facing in, through the slot in treadle board A.
Slowly. Stop! Read it slowly so I can understand it.
All right.
All right.
Step the one, place the drill. All right.
Knock it off.
All right. No sense of humour, Wogs.
What?
Nothing. Here we go.
Right.
Place the drilled end of the leather, rough side facing in, through the slot in treadle board A. And with half-inch screw and washer screw to the underside of A, 6mm or 1/4 of an inch from slot. Fit the treadle board A to wide face of rail B, equidistant from each end of rail, keeping screws in centre of rail. Fit the treadle assembly into holes at bottom of legs D and tap the legs D into the front rail with 3 holes for bobbin holders. Wax the spigot of upright F, nylon bearing, and place in position on maiden arm I. Set this assembly I in the rail C and tighten in position with washers and nuts. Piece of piss.
Righto, I'm going home.
Where are you going?
Home! I don't want to play anymore. You're mad, Ted.
That'll be right, that'll be right. Off into the hills as soon as the going gets rough. Typical wogs.
Hey, just watch. I'm going home to talk to my wife.
Mr. Bullpen.
He's over there. But you better be quick. He's got to go back into his cage in half an hour.
Mr. Bullpit. Mr. Edward Melba Bullpit.
Yeah. What do you want?
Well, my name's Lucas. I'm an investigator from the taxation department.
Pickle me grandmother, it's the tax cops.
No. We just have a few queries for you.
Sit down, have a beer, have 12 beers. Yeah, you can have 15 beers if I had them, but I'm too poor. I'm so poor I'm choking. In fact, I'm covered with poorness.
Look, please calm down, Mr. Bullpit. I just want to check a few details with you.
Yeah, well, that claim I made for the telephone and the letterbox is perfectly true.
Of course it is, but we'll come to that later.
Yeah.
Your family are all out, are they?
Yeah, they're all out foraging for food. It's garbage night, you know.
Yes, of course. And I suppose your eldest son, Craig Rodney, is out.
Yes, he's out getting his very expensive wheelchair tuned up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come to that later.
Yeah.
And what about the twin boys?
Who?
Well, the twins you claim for, you know. Repco Lad and Gaia Kubra?
Oh, those twins, yeah. Well, Repco Lad, he's the eldest one. He's 2 years older than Gaia Kubra. I call him Gay because he is. Well, no, he's not. I mean, yes, he is, because that's his name.
Oh, I see your son is gay.
Yeah. Well, no. He's just gay in name only.
Oh, I see his name is Gay, but he's not actually gay.
No.
Where is he?
Out chasing a paper boy. No, he's delivering the papers, but he's not getting paid in taxable money.
What does he get paid in?
Bones.
I think we'll come back to that one. Now, you have made a rather substantial claim for the welfare of an Aboriginal orphan.
Yeah, well, I pride myself on being a strong supporter of the original Australians.
Oh, yes, I'm very pleased to hear it, but it is rather a strange name for an Aboriginal, Neville.
Well, of course, that's his European name. I mean, his tribal name is very long.
Well, what tribe is he from?
Oh, the Ready Mix tribe.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, yeah, well, they keep themselves to themselves. They're pretty set in their ways.
Well, we'll come back to that one. Now, this quite substantial claim for motor vehicle expenses incurred doing, and I quote, tons of charity work for the local mix school.
Ted, I'm home. Oh, cooey visitor, Ted's sister Maria.
Grandmother, what are you doing here?
Hello? I'm Thelma Bullpit because he married me.
I'm Peter Lucas.
Oh, yeah, he's from the tax department, Phil. Isn't it awfully good to know?
Oh, Ted, aren't you going to...
Sorry, Mr. Lucas, sir, I'd like you to meet Sister Alibi. Sister Maria.
Pleased to meet you.
Bless you, Gobber.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please. Oh, sit down.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down. I'll make us a cuppa. Or would you prefer a beer?
Oh, well, if you're pouring it.
No, we're too poor for beer.
Oh, don't be silly, Ted. The fridge is chocker with it.
That's the old stuff, Phil, I got at Alamein. No, I did my bit, you know. Oh, I'm glad blokes like we did it, you know. Otherwise, whatever would have happened to your mother? That's if you had one.
Look, while you're here, sister, you can clear up this remaining query.
I'd be only too happy to.
Mr. Bullpit has claimed a rather substantial amount for taking you and, I quote, hordes of spotty little Damians for weekend camping trips as far away as Mudgee.
Oh, has he?
Do you remember that?
Of course she does.
No, I don't think so.
Of course you do. I'm going to take him out again this weekend, like we arranged, remember?
Very hazy memory. Just this weekend?
Oh, no. Every weekend, like last year.
And are going to all this year?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
No, I remember, clear as a bell.
You mean it's actually true your boys do know Mr. Bullpit?
Know him? They wait for him every night. When they see him coming off that train, the cries go up round the playground. Here comes comes some fun. Here comes Big Bun Ball Pit.
I don't believe it.
True, Bruno. He even volunteered. Your sister Maria, oh, she is a trick. She even got him to say it into her tape recorder.
So you're actually going to drive a car full of kids up to the bush every weekend for a whole year?
Not the whole year, just a couple of weeks.
Ted, you
Oh,
promised.
Phil, I got out of it fair and square.
How?
I bribed her.
Ted, you couldn't.
Phil, you know what those tykes are like. They love gambling. They couldn't lose. I offered her the old picker box trick.
What did you do?
After $100 cash or a giant mystery box.
What did she take, the money or the box?
The box, of course.
What was in it?
One as-new do-it-yourself spinning wheel kit. I win, they lose, I'm the king of the castle.